Alrighty guys, so it has been a very long time since I made a pre-modern video. Um, so I've made a few pre-modern videos back in July and August, playing the blue-white control deck that I built and went 4-2 and 4-2 in the monthlies, and I was a little bit unlucky to go 4-2 in the last tournament, to be honest with you. I should have gone 5-1 really, but a top deck Armageddon ruined my plans. So anyway, I decided to go a little bit different this time. Decided to go to black white control, and Matt is a good friend of mine, very good player, very good old school player, and he also plays a bit of pre-modern, and he plays red green goblins. So I decided to try out black white control against red green goblins. I have got a picture of my deck. Unfortunately, I haven't got a picture of Matt's deck. It's been hard to contact over the last week. But I have got something that is found online, which I can share with you guys. And it's very similar to Matt's deck. So, anyway, guys, don't forget to give the video a like if you like it, and subscribe to see future content. I know there's a lot more pre-modern content creators out there these days, but I like to play paper-based. And I know some people like that as well. So I also have an MTGO channel called MTG Control, and you most probably seen some of my videos posted around the social groups, but you're free to follow that as well, and that is obviously played on MTGO Magic the Gathering Online, where they have actually just announced Premodern on the format, so everyone's playing leagues and things like that now in that format. So do give that a follow if you're interested on that sort of format, or sorry, platform. Alright, let's look at my deck then, and let's get straight to the match. So this was my deck. Really solid actually, removal in the form of Swords to Plowshares, and then you got the Duresses, got Skeletal Scrying, which can be very good in the mid to late game. Control you for like 3 or 4, maybe 5 cards. Quite a lot of life gain in this deck, so the life loss doesn't really matter too much. Felt like the format was full of graveyard shenanigans, so I thought Fairness might be quite good. We have the 3 Wrath of God, the 4 Exalted Angel, 3 Eternal Dragon, Dustbow to deal with those problematic non-basic lands. The Stronghold's pretty good with the Exalted Angels. Then obviously we've got 4 Decrees at the bottom, which is very good against those counter spell decks where you're able to make 5/1/1s at instant speed, and draw a card, and they can't do nothing about it. Also, you can make 4/4 flyers in a pinch as well. We'll talk more about sideboarding after the first game, but yeah, that's what I normally do after the first game. I talk about sideboarding, especially when it's relevant against my opponent. So, alright, let's look at Matt's deck. So this is something that I found online. Matt's runs something very similar. However, I think he runs more Skirk Prospector than one. But we'll go through this. We've got the Siege Gang Commanders, we've got the Mog Fanatics, Goblin Warchief, Sharpshooter, which I know Matt has, Goblin Ringleader, Goblin Pile Drivers, Matrons, Lackeys, King. Don't think he's got a Goon, but that's tends to be a new addition. And then the Gem Palm Incinerator, Naturalize, and then he has very similar lands. I don't think he plays the ports, but I think he does play the wastelands. So yeah, an interesting build here from Matt. A very aggressive deck, and I am a little bit worried, but we'll see how we do. We have got the Wrath of Gods and things like that, so hopefully we can deal with like a Goblin Lackey on turn 1 or something like that, which is highly problematic. Alright, let's just get into the match. Alright, so I think we go quite fast into this one. Yeah, we do. So he starts off with a Prospector by the looks of things. This is, like I said, just practice. We're going to Swords the Prospector. Can ramp quite quickly with it. Surprised I did it so fast. However, he has got a Lackey, so maybe he was baiting me with the swords there. Have got another swords for it though, so surprised I didn't do it during his turn, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. And he's got Fanatic and Skirk Prospector here, so he's emptied his hand quite nicely. Hopefully I got something like Wrath of God, but we'll see. Alright, we're going to take a damage. And we're going to Gerard's Verdict him. So this is pretty good. He's emptied his hand quite nicely. And we're going to rip his hand apart, hopefully. Get rid of some decent cards. So he's going to lose Naturalize and a Goblin Warchief. Going to crack him for 2. We go to 17. Another Mog Fanatic. Looks like he missed a land drop. So 4 mana here. Hopefully we got something. Nope, just a pass. Interesting. Looks like Matt has got third land here. Bit of a lag. Matt is down to 20. He's gonna sack the Mog Fanatic, and unfortunately for us, he has got a Goblin Ringleader. That's a pretty good. Not too great a Ringleader, but obviously he's got another one to follow up with, so it's a bit problematic. Alright, we're going to Skeletal Scry in here for free, so we're going to go to 10. Hopefully we can find a Wrath of God, but we'll see. Not too sure. We're going to need multiple. We've already used 2 swords, so 3 mana for a Vindicate on the Prospector. So we're going to get rid of his ability to produce mana. Have we got another follow up? Alright, untap and draw. Does he get a land off the top? That is the question. Alright, Gem Palm Incinerate just cycles it. You're going to play another Prospector. Go down to 7. Let's swords the Prospector at the end of his. Try and deny him mana. Need a Wrath of God pretty soon. Land. Exalted Angel would be nice. Alright, Duress. Alright, so he's got the Ringleader and the Gem Palm. Just a pass, I presume. Things are looking desperate here. We might have a Decree actually. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, down to 4. So this isn't looking good. I'm going to cycle the Gem Palm. He does get the 4th land here, so could cast Ringleader next turn. Nope. Seen enough. Absolutely terrible. Alright, let's go to... let's discuss sideboarding and then let's go into the second game. So sideboarding here, I've got the 2 Engineer Plague. They're going to be fantastic. Bane of the Living looks good as well. A Smother looks useful. Circle of Protection red. Oh, Circle of Runer Protection, I think it's called. Looks pretty decent. Maybe the Enlightening Tutor to find the Engineer Plague. Yeah, we've got a few options, so let's see what he could potentially bring in. Obviously, it's not the same deck picture, but they'll do one similar things. Let's have a look. So, could bring in things like I'm not really too sure actually. The Naturalizers seem okay. I don't think there's much he can bring in here. I think this deck is pretty much streamlined to beat my deck, to be honest. So yeah, let's see how we go in game number 2. Alright. Game number 2 then. Right, swamp into what, I wonder. Nope, absolutely nothing. So you got a lucky on turn 1 again. You kind of need to keep a hand with swords or smother. That lucky gets like a siege gang commander out, we're in a bit of trouble. Wonder if we have got the swords or the smother. Hopefully we have. Wow. Okay, so he's just gonna actually I'm just gonna let it through. So I kept the hand with no swords or smother. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Maybe I've got a engineer plague? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so he's gonna lose the lackey, he's gonna lose the sharpshooter. And his war chief becomes a 1-1. Okay. So he's going to crack in with both the war chiefs here. He's making those goblin spells 1 less. Right, play a morph. Play a land. Already had that land out even. Alright. He's gonna gem palm incinerate. Okay, he was the bane of the living. Okay. Play a 4th land for turn. Really annoying. A bane of the living would have been really good. When it flips, it deals -1/-1 for how much mana you put into it. Alright, Jared's verdict. He loses a naturalize and a land. We gain 3, go to 17. Play a land. We play another morph. Hopefully he hasn't got another gem palm incinerator. Oh, he's just got a top. He's just literally got one off the top. Unbelievable. Alright. Crazy. Alright. Down to 15. Alright. 1 mana for swords on one of them. Obviously all those spells are reduced. The dust bow doesn't seem too bad, but he hasn't got very many non-basics at the moment. Okay, he's literally going to play a matron to search up. It literally dies as soon as it hits the battlefield. I'm most probably going to go for a ringleader here. Noah King. Okay. When he plays it, he cracks him for 3. We're going to Skeletal Scrolling for 4 here, I believe. Yep. I'm going to draw 4 cards. That's pretty good. Do with another engineer plague in all honesty, but we'll see. Or a Wrath. He's got 2 cards in hand. Alright, another land from us. Alright, we're gonna Gerald's verdict him. Let's see what those cards are. Siege Gang Commander and a Naturalize. Hasn't got the green mana for it anyway. And what else? Literally a pass. Okay. Have we got... Okay, we're going to go to 5. That's crazy. Okay. I'm going to sack a land to get rid of the forest. Produces green and red mana. Alright, we got the Eternal Dragon here. That's going to be a decent blocker. Just top that to Ringleader. That's unbelievable. Right, he does find a siege gang and a war chief. Oh dear. Okay. Does he decide to attack here, I wonder? Is he going to attack? He's probably going to need all of them, actually. The king. Oh, so you're not even going to attack. Okay, that's interesting. Land. That ringleader is so good. Absolutely amazing cards. Oh, he draws, sorry. Alright, place a siege gang. I might have a decree here, actually. Wonder what I got. Looks like I'm dead on board, but I guess we'll find out. Wow, swords. So that would kill all the 1/1s. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm going to block the siege gang and take 2. We're down to 3. Okay. Wow, that swords was amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god, that was amazing swords. That was class. Okay. What have we got here? 6 mana for a Exalted Angel. Okay. We're just going to pass the turn. I'm just probably going to play that ringleader. Nope, he's going to play the Scared Prospector first. Alright, plays a war chief. Plays a ringleader. Gets a siege gang in lackey. Does he decide to swing in here? No, he doesn't. I don't think. Alright. Okay. So we draw for turn. What do we get? We're cracking for 4 here. Okay. We're going to gain some much needed life. Yep. What do we got? We got nothing, I don't think. Got that siege gang, innit? These are all 1/1s on the battlefield. So could play a siege gang here. Go out, just go all out attack. What have I got that can save me? It might be a decree. Alright. It looks like a decree for 6. Wow, and he just concedes. Okay. Alrighty. What a comeback. Alright, let's move on to game number 3. That Swords to Plowshare was amazing. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Lackey turn 1. That famous Lackey play on turn 1 is pretty brutal. Oh, looks like we got the swords this time. Lucky to get away with it last match, in all fairness. Right, Mog Fanatic. We draw for turn. Looks like another Jarrah's Verdict. I think I actually reduce the amount of them though, because definitely take out the duresses because they feel a bit useless, to be honest with you. But he's going to lose a naturalize and a ringleader. I don't gain any life. He's going to play a War Chief and crack him for free here whilst I take the damage, obviously. He searches for what he needs. 2 mana for another Verdict. So he's going to lose, what is this time? Goblin King and a land. Oh, I'm going to swords his War Chief. Well, that's pretty good. War Chief should be exiled. I don't know if that's actually relevant. Dust Bowl. It's going to pass. He's already got a Mog Fanatic on the battlefield, so attack for 1. Psycho Gem Palm. Plain Psycho, sorry, Eternal Dragon. I'm literally going to throw that plains on the playmat. Alright. Draw. What have we got for 5 mana? Anything? Nope, absolutely nothing. To be fair here, he's only got the Mog Fanatic, although he's just drawn the War Chief, so we take 3. Yeah, it's got a lot of haste creatures, so you have to be slightly concerned. 6 mana. We got an Exalted Angel or something. Or have we got a Wrath? Yeah, we have. We got a Wrath. Okay. He shoots me for 1 with the Fanatic. No Ringleader. Got 4 mana, but no Ringleader this time. He seems to have loads of them in the last game, but... Alright, you're gonna pass. Alright. Skirk Prospector. I'm gonna just Psycho Decree for 4. Untap. And draw. Oh, Matt's gone for a split second. He'll be back, I think. Hopefully. Saying that, he's been gone for a while. Just going to sort these cards out whilst I'm waiting for him. Looking at the graveyard. So we've got Decree, Wrath, Eternal Dragon, Swords, 2 Jarrah's Verdict, and a Swords. Oh, there he is. He's finally back. Cool. Gonna play an Exalted Angel. And pass. Oh, and attack for 4, obviously. Yep. It's down to 17. 1 card in hand by the looks of it. Yep. And he concedes. So, Bane of the Living. That's nice. Oh. Just literally threw the cards on the battlefield. Had another Engineered Plague on its way, but alright. I think we actually go and play 1 more here. Not too sure though. Don't quote me. Hang on. Do we do 1 more? Yeah, I think we do. Alright, you got yourself another game. Alright, so game number 4. Bonus game. I like to give you value on this channel. Alright, Plains. Mog Fanatic for him on turn 1. No Lackey, thank God. Could have been worse. Alright. Double planes. What we'll say, guys, is that I've got a Facebook page called Old MTG. There's a few Premodern players that follow me on there. One of the guys actually runs the UK Premodern group, so do give that a follow. Do upload deck pictures every now and again, as well as Premodern content. Alright, so we are at 18. He's at 17 already. He's going to play a matron, which is problematic. Wonder what he's going to search up for. He needs to reveal the card. Yeah, it's War Chief. Cool. Alright, 3 mana for a... what is it? Vindicate on the... yeah, on the land, okay. Gonna crack him for 2. Plays a lackey. Does not play a land. Interesting. Right, Wrath of God. That's pretty good. 3 for 1. Just shoot me with the Mog Fanatic as before it dies. Just the Wrath. If anyone wonders what that point of damage was from. What have I got here? I wonder. Yeah, play him more. He hasn't got any goblins out there, so Gem Palm can't do too much damage. Yeah, and he knows what's coming. He knows that I've most probably got an Exalted Angel. We got 2 swords, a Wrath, and a Skeletal Scrying in hand. So, yeah, the rating was on the wall, really. And that was... oh, it was a Bane of the Living. It wasn't even an Exalted Angel. Okay. I think he thought it was an Exalted Angel. Alright, guys. Well, give the video a like if you like it. And subscribe to see more old school / Premodern content. Alright guys, thanks for your support and I'll see you in the future. Alright, bye bye. Now if you like the work that I do and the videos that I provide, think about subscribing to the channel and have a great day. You take care guys. Bye bye.